What's up, motorbeards? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a 10,000 mile review of my 2020 Softail Street Bob. So I'm going to tell you guys the 5 things I like or love and the 5 things I dislike. I wouldn't say hate, but I do not like. Let's get the video started. Let's get started with the dislikes and be done with it, and after that we can start with all the positivity. So the number one on the dislikes is, honestly, it's the front suspension. That it does wobble a lot. It does not perform as great as they advertise it. So especially like when you have a front tire which has just a little bit lower profile, you will feel a huge difference, and that skinny tire doesn't make it easy for you. Number 2 on my dislike list is Harley Davidson's stock tires. So front and back both equally, they do not perform as great. They don't last as long, and they don't stick as great. Number 3 on my list is the stock solo seat on the Street Bob, which is horrible. So even if you just do like more than 1 hour ride, you can expect a very sore butt. So that is why I upgraded it as well for something much better. Number 4, it's a 3.5 gallon tank. I really wished I had a 5 gallon tank, because on my old bike, on the Softail Slim, I had like a beefy 5 gallon tank, and it really came also handy. And on freeway rides or long distance, you could definitely do like 230 to 40 miles on a full tank efficiently. Last but not least, it's gonna be the stock mini apes, the handlebars. They're very wobbly, they're very thin. The handling with these handlebars, especially since I changed to T-bars, it's like day and night. So these stock mini apes with these risers, they make the bike feel very passive. So basically, in corners or anywhere in maneuvering, it feels like it doesn't do as well as like with the apes as like right now, as you can see. So that would be my number 5. So I did 2 extra bonus dislikes just for sake. So another 2 things, these are more like yeah, it's not that serious. The digital screen, I first did not like it, but by now it actually switched over to my like list. And the other thing is, I really wished I had a taillight like on the lowrider. So that will be it for the dislikes. Let's move over to the fun part, and I'll tell you what I love about this bike or what I really like. Alright guys, I just stopped for the good things, for the positive things. So let's talk about my likes or the things I love about this bike. And why don't we just get started with the general thing that I really love, the aesthetic of that bike. It comes really close to what a Dyna used to be, but it's basically just the better Dyna. Because let's get to the number 1 point, which will lead us to the list. All right, just a little note: this is not a Dyna versus Softail Milwaukee 8 platform comparison. So the first thing I actually really want to point out is the engine. So the engine is a very smooth power delivery. It has very little to none unnecessary or like disturbing vibration, and it actually runs way cooler than any previous twin cam. I'm a big fan of the platform, of that Softail platform. So I love the frame, that it's way stiffer compared to the Dynas. What I also love about that platform is you can definitely also, like any other bike, you can make it your own. And the reason I choose a Street Bob is because it was minimalistic, leaves me a lot of room to put my own ideas and thought into it, instead of buying like an expensive lowrider S and pay 18-19 grand and still putting thousands of dollars into it. So I thought Since I'm not gonna actually keep the bike stock, there was no purpose for me buying a Softail Lowrider S. This might sound a little bit weird, but I do love the weight of the bike. I mean, apparently they're a little bit lighter than Dyna frame, but I'm talking in general. So it has a pretty over 600 pounds. What I'm trying to say with it is it really keeps you grounded. It keeps you in the lane. I used to have the Sportster 48 Special, and on the freeway, honestly, when there was a strong wind, especially here in California, it actually once like just threw me over to the lane next to me. So never happened on this bike. And that's why I love the weight on this. It feels actually very sturdy, makes the bike feel very like safe and secure. So that's why I actually love the weight on it. I mean, obviously, yes, I get it. So lighter, so better. But in this case, I like the weight on it. So at first, I actually didn't really like the small screen on the Softail Street Bob, because I used to have the slim and had that, like, you know, odometer and everything. I first disliked it. That's why I actually mentioned it in my dislike list. But now actually I really love the minimalistic part of it, because it actually keeps you very focused on what you're doing. It keeps you like one with the bike. You're not like distracted with too many different things, and it's all in one little small piece. So that's why I actually love it now. I really had my issues in the beginning, but now I'm actually cool with it. One thing, this is basically the most important thing, the potential this bike has. Guys, if you can convert the engine, you can upgrade the engines for like decent amount of money, and just already by adding a torque cam and the full stage 1, basically you do the stage 2 with the torque cam, honestly, you have like a massive gain for the money. It's really like amazing how like tunable this Milwaukee 8 platform is. I mean, this engine is famous for it. Everybody who knows about Milwaukee 8s, he will confirm that this is the bike which lets itself like easy with the least amount tune, and this is the beauty of it. So that's why that's what I mean by the potential this bike has. And the other thing is, like, I just think this bike fits to me. I like how I look on it, and it fits actually my personality. So this is why I'm turning it actually to an extension of my personality. I mean, just start with the wide wall tires. I mean, look at it. It just looks gorgeous, guys. Amazing. Oh, this is one of my 5 things I like and dislike. So let's get just to an overall general quick review about my experience with this 10,000 miles. Actually, it's 12,000 miles now with the Softail Street Bob. The reason why I separate this video in first with my 5 dislikes and likes, plus now the general reviews, like just to highlight the things actually I liked or disliked. And now I just want to talk generally about it. So this bike has been a very good bike to me. I had no issues at all, no technical, no mechanical, no electronical issue at all. It gave me a lot of joy. It just like gave me a purpose, especially during the pandemic when we had a lot of spare time. And this is why I really love this bike, and especially now after putting or investing all that money to make it your own. I mean, with upgrading the handlebars, the tires, the bags, seats, turn signals, and so on, it just really started feeling like it's an extension of my personality. And yeah, so I was thinking for a long, I was thinking first always to get this Lowrider S, either like the Dyna or the Softail. But then I was thinking, I mean, I'm not gonna stay stock at all. I'm gonna always change something. I mean, why paying that $3,000-$4,000 more when I can just, like, you know, if I really want more power, I can just like spend $1,000 and have more power than the stock 114 by a lot, by adding the torque cam, or basically the stage 2. So that's why I choose this power, because you can actually really customize it. So as of now, I mean, I am extremely happy with this bike. It came a long way, and it came out to be really great. The way it looks, it comes closer, day by day, closer how I would like to have that bike. I have future plans. I want to add the torque cam as you can probably hear it out, that would be from the engine or like the mechanical aspect. That would be all for a while until this engine, I don't know, gets issues or breaks down or whatsoever. And what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna actually leave the platform, go with an SNS 124 or 128 kit, whatever by the time is out there, because as of now I think it's 124, and install that kit, because there's no purpose in going with the original EPA compliant Harley stuff. I mean, it's cool, I mean, it's safe, warranty in there, but I mean, I already lost my warranty anyways by doing certain things, so what does it matter at this point, you know? And yeah, so I've ridden this bike, I mean, from Vegas back to LA with this seat. I've done burnouts in the desert. It is very smooth and responsive on the freeway, and the reason why is actually I can feel it's a little bit more powerful than any other 107 is it is a little secret, which I will do a separate video too. So I will tell you how you can increase up to 5% of power for under $50. That's gonna be the video, so definitely check that one in the future out. And this is for all the people. I highly recommend it to go with the 2-into-1 exhaust if you're considering actually getting the most out of your bike. But yeah, but I will definitely shoot that video and show you how you can, for very little money and very cheap, you can get more power out of your bike, and actually even a better sound, a deeper sound. So definitely stay tuned for that. But as of this video, to the general review of that bike, I mean, it's smooth. I'm just like a little bit disappointed with the front suspension, but that I obviously mentioned. And other than that, I mean, it's not something I cannot change or switch out. That's, I mean, the beauty of Harley Davidson. I mean, the bike is basically just a starting point, you know? Wow. God damn it, that was like... I just cannot resist when it comes to tunnels, guys. But anyways, not to get distracted, I can highly recommend this bike to anyone who's even a beginner or experienced. It doesn't really matter. But keep in mind, this bike is, I mean, the reason actually also one of them is actually, it's a good platform to build on. It's like for people who like the dark or the black out look, because it comes from factory with a lot of blacked out features and very little silver or chrome. That was it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video and you could get something out of that video, or to make a decision if that bike is for you, or if there's something, you know, you want to get inspired to upgrade as I did. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe and like, and I'll catch you on the next one.